Alright, welcome to Cobalt Black Gaming. I'm your host Cobalt, and today we are checking out Magic 2. Magic 2 is a survivor-like where you are a wizard chicken. That's right, you are a wizard chicken. It's pretty cheap on Steam. I think it's about $5.50 USD. Coolest part about the game is your auto attack is from a wand that you craft yourself. So at the very beginning of the game, you get the base wand that just shoots a semi-powerful, magical blast, single powerful shot. And you get the normal wood, which projectiles move 50% faster, but since I've made my own wand, I have bloody wood. Your wand causes enemies to bleed, dealing 30 damage per second for 2 seconds. And then you can start with the common core. Wand's projectile deals 20% extra damage, pretty good, but I went with nature core. Grants an additional effect to the wand's element. And if you've seen the channel before, or you know me, you know this wand was lightning element. So this is what we're hitting motherfuckers with. So we have the shock change to 2 more nearby enemies from 1 hit. The enemy hit by the shot becomes energized, dealing damage to the nearest enemy every second. And I'm not actually sure about the last one, if that was gotten or not, but I'm pretty excited about it. The next wand I make is either going to be a light element or a shadow. Actually, it's probably going to be a shadow element. I want the light element wand because reasons, but the shadow element wand looks like it's going to be better. Anyways, I'm not actually going to build another wand right now, but once you buy the parts you like, you can combine those in any which way, shape, or form. So currently, we have I'm Amped. Right after Glazing Inferno. We have I'm Amped. This thing just slaps. So we're going to go with this. And we're going to go on in here. This game has meta progression. It has every kind of survivor-like staple you could imagine. It's very cool. So I'm very happy to be playing it. We are actually going to go for the castle level right now. But the cool thing I'm going to be showing you guys today, something awesome. Something that you might not expect. I'm going to bring something back from the early 2000s. So if you're my age, you'll know. I'm going to summon Exodia the Forbidden One. Now you guys think I'm kidding, but I'm not. That is what we're setting out to do today. We are going to get all 5 cards from our grandfather's deck, because there are no bad cards here. We are going to summon Exodia the Forbidden One. To be clear, in this game, it's actually 4. And it's called Henzodia, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing, Come on, guys. It's still cool. I'll go for Laser. I think Laser's a cool thing that Exodia would have, so we're going to go for Laser. So, much like a lot of Survivor likes these days, there's little activities for you to do around the map. This one is just giving me a bunch of XP, so that's really cool. I just instantly level up from it. We're going to grab stars. And we're going to grab Medusa's head. Going for a very stabby with lots of element build. I don't want to shuffle anything around. I don't really want to take... I'll take Satellite, I guess. Satellite's pretty good. It's exactly what you think it is. Giant boulders spinning around you. So, there's other activities. We just got an egg. Eggs in this game help you. They either shoot or they hatch into chicks. And then the chicks shoot. So it always behooves you to grab these eggs wherever you may go. We're going to rush stars. I think that's going to be the optimal play here. Got a lightning egg. Nice, nice. Fits the theme. All right, we already got our first piece of Henzodia. What's this? I haven't seen this one before. While moving, chicken accumulates 1% damage, 1% attack speed, up to a maximum of 20%. If it stops moving, lose the bonuses. Okay, but we're going for Henzodia today, so that's what we're going to go for. We are going to summon Henzodia, the Forbidden One, and it's going to be amazing. Now, unlike in Yu-Gi-Oh!, it does not end the match. It might as well end the match, but no, they can keep fighting. You just fight way harder. The other cool thing about this game is, obviously it's very stylized. The art style's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it, but what's really cool about it is that there are these little cinematics. So like when you're doing a level for the first time, there's a cinematic of like this chicken like facing off against whatever is starting the level. There's a cinematic for the boss. There's a cinematic when you turn into Henzodia. There's a cinematic when you get a death save. And they're all cool little very artfully done pieces. Okay, we're gonna rush Medusa's head. I think that's very good. So I was very concerned with money before, but now that I've made the wand I want, and as you can see, I'm just shocking everybody, we can go straight for power. We don't have to worry ourselves with income this round. I'll go back to farming later, and that'll be all well and good. But for right now, we are destroying things. I'm really glad I came up here, so that boulder would have just either just squashed me or just done a lot of damage. I think it's a lot of damage, but I don't know. I've never gotten hit by it, and I don't ever intend to. Ah, come on, that's not pieces of Henzodia. That's a piece of Henzodia, though. All right, we got 2 out of the 4. We're halfway there, guys. We are halfway to Henzodia the Forbidden One, and I couldn't be more excited. And I'm sorry for those of you who come to my videos for super chill things. They brought up a piece of early 2000s nostalgia. I can't help it, okay? I'm old. This is what happens. You get old, you pay a bunch of bills, and go to a job you don't like, and then little things like remembering your childhood just makes you completely amped for the day. Ooh, event. Okay, so we have a... This is essentially a loot goblin in this game. It's a loot frog. We do quite a bit of damage, so I'm not too worried about taking him out. I'm gonna go for more Medusa head. Oh, let's see if we can get piece number 3. It did not offer it to us immediately, but there it is. We have the legs now. I don't even know what I'm missing, but I don't care. I think this early with 3 out of 4, we are all but guaranteed it. Especially with how many rerolls I have left. I'm pretty hopeful, guys. With the power of Henzodia, we will destroy our enemies and win the duel. Okay, cool. We got that. We're gonna come over here and grab the XP. I don't even know what the event is that just started, but it's something I should probably have paid attention to. But I don't know, my wand seems to really be handling stuff. Actually, let's check. Oh, that wand is doing damage, but satellites is doing more. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I mean, this probably isn't the overall maxed out best wand that it could be. So I can accept that. And satellites, I would honestly argue, is one of the strongest spells in the game. Like, hands down. Oh! Another item chest. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got this. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Because we are going to be summoning Henzodia, the Forbidden One. Let's go. And all the enemies that were on screen just melted into sand. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, so now my attack speed's increased. I have an extra spell that is just my wand lasering things, in addition to the laser I already picked up as a spell. We're gonna rush Medusa's head, I already said that. Yeah, so now we're just super fast, and we have 500 health, so our health is over doubled. And we are hit super hard. This is the whole point of getting Henzodia. I'm not going to lie. I need to experiment with this game more because there's a part of me that doesn't think, or at least doesn't want this to be the most powerful item combo in the game. Purely because, while this is super fun, super nostalgic, I'm very happy it exists in this game. I don't want to be shooting for it every time I play. I think that'll really take it out of the rest of the game being interesting. right? So I'm hoping that there are some other cool things. And there were definitely some other cool items. Jesus, why are they marching on both avenues? This is insane. What am I actually supposed to do to dodge that? But for now, we're gonna have fun with it, right? We will take the eggs. Now we will get some chicks. And just keep our damage up. Don't get me wrong, you see my HP still goes down and things, like, you can still lose as Henzodia. This is not an insta-win, but it is pretty cool. But now we can pick up other things. So we can pick up Vicodin. Every 60 seconds, the chicken becomes invulnerable for 5 seconds. Collect the pills to reduce the remaining time by 3 seconds. That's pretty... It's kind of messed up, but it's pretty cool. But we're going to go with the eye. It does 15 damage to all enemies on screen every second. Nothing huge, but I think it's that little bit that kind of puts us over and helps, right? It is that little passive bit in the background that will kind of tick away at stuff that we aren't paying attention to, so that by the time we get the ability to pay attention to it, it is already hurting and we can just finish it off. We're gonna handle this boss. Okay. Oh, we got one of these guys. Okay, I'll take it. Because while I'm not going to build for farming, I'm not going to pass up free gold, right? Okay, we get to evolve Star. Alright. Radiant constellation, a new star is created every few seconds. It slowly distances itself and orbits the player, creating a constellation. Okay, that sounds pretty dope. 12 stars are summoned, and after 1.5 seconds, they explode and become black holes. That sounds really cool. Throw shooting star that slows down and then returns to the chicken. That is also pretty cool. I think we're gonna go with Radiant Constellation, though, to really just make being near us offensive to anybody who tries. Okay. And then we'll be able to evolve the Medusa head in a minute as well. So we'll see what we end up doing. I imagine it's going to be freaking cool, though. Okay, Medusa's head. Alright, fires Petrification Beam in 360 degrees. I like that. Shoots 5 beams in a row. I like that. Transforms frogs hit by the beam into golden statues that drop collectible loot when destroyed. Okay, that is really cool. However, I think I'm going to want to go with one of these two. And I think we're going to go with the 5 beams in a row thing. And that is mostly because I think our horde clear is pretty much handled. Don't you? I think Henzodia handled that. And so now I want to make sure we're ready when the boss comes. Yeah, the stars, I think, between just Henzodia being Henzodia and the stars, I think our horde clear was handled a little while ago. Ooh, and that actually works really well. I didn't realize it would change trajectory after each beam, so it just literally is 5 of those attacks in a row. That's really cool. We take those. We're gonna go for satellites since that was before we evolve things. Let's check. Okay, accessories. Hey! Yeah, the accessories are doing the most damage, but I think that counts the staff for Henzodia, so that kind of makes sense. Then the wand right after it, and then Satellite is still killing it. Even though we've evolved to Radiant Constellation, Satellite is still really just pushing ahead. It's okay, though. It's not about how much damage you do, it's about how useful you are. I think the Radiant Constellation is doing its job just fine. So this is part of a weird collectible thing you can get for the game. I haven't figured out what they do, but there's a room for them, and they all have their own pedestals, so I think it's probably something very important. Or maybe it's like modifiers or something for later runs. I don't know. But I am going to love finding out. I don't need to increase our HP. We're pretty strong. Collection range doesn't matter. I like to execute enemies. We'll do that. Executing enemies is real good. Mostly just for the boss, right? Usually by the end there, I'm looking pretty weathered. By the end of the boss fight, so it's nice to have that extra 5% HP just handled with an execute. So every level in this game has a boss, and some of them are rough, some of them are not. But I'm not gonna lie, most of them I found kind of rough. I obviously don't have the most meta progression and things. I started this game today, so I basically did the farming to get the wand I'm using, and then sat down to record. You know me, I like to have, maybe not the most intimate, but a closer knowledge about the game before I show you guys what's going on with it, so that I'm not just spewing nonsense, or, you know, giving you the wrong impression. But yeah, so far I've really been enjoying this one. It is a solid time. And it's that level of cheap where it has actually surpassed my expectations, and I'm like very worth the 5 or 6 USD that I spent on it, you know? And if you've made it here and you're enjoying the video, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I do videos like this every day of different roguelites, survivor likes, indie games, that whole jazz. Every day I go with either a new one or one that the channel is following that's hit a milestone like 1.0. I also stream occasionally. Anyways, if you like that kind of content, subscribe to the channel and I will keep bringing it. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna keep going satellite. Satellite's dangerous. Although I'm getting hit. I'm taking some damage. This isn't, don't get me wrong, I still have more HP than the base chicken does without significant amounts of boosts. But I am losing some of that HP. We're gonna come here, we're gonna get it back. Yeah, this is why. Oh, that's why. Okay, mini-boss time. So this is a little frog mini-boss. He's a wizard, like us, but he just kind of hyper beams around. Which, if he catches you unawares like he just did me, makes him difficult. If you know he's there, ain't no worry. Okay, let's grab this. What do we want? Increases spell size. Reduces cooldown time. I think the more spells is going to give us the proper amount of more damage that we're searching for. More size would be cool, but I don't need to hit more people. I think a lot of our spells are very big. We're already handling lots of AoE. But I want to be able to deal with this wizard frog much easier. So the best way I've dealt with him so far is you just stay on top of him, literally, because he only attacks horizontally across the screen. He is a mini boss, right? Like this isn't supposed to be rocket scientist level gameplay here. He's there predominantly to catch you unawares and hurt you that way. I don't think he's meant to be a real challenge. Although if he caught you in like a horizontal hallway, yikes. That could be a problem for a minute. And I'm sure if you just take his hits without doing much about it, he can do enough to kill you quickly. I don't actually know if the Henzodia form boosts my defense, but I feel like it does. Because we were definitely taking some hits here, and I'm not really feeling it. Not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Not yet, at least. I would really like you to go away, sir, because there are things I need to do in the level, like a little treasure boy has just spawned and he needs to despawn. Okay, energized satellites. 7 satellites spin around the chicken. When they accumulate enough energy, they reach a massive rotation speed. Okay, that's kind of cool. Ganymede. What? Ganymede? Why don't I know this word? Okay, anyways, satellites merge into one that orbits the chicken from afar. The gravitational force attracts enemies that come close, pulverizing them. That's pretty cool. Debris disk. 2 rows of satellites form around the chicken, rotating in opposite. We're gonna go with that one. We're gonna just shred things with it. That's the plan. The game plan is to hit this wizard with both discs of debris. Oh boy. Please don't. Thank you. Okay, wizard's gone. And that boss that was following him was gone. Or elite, I guess, right? Wizard's the only boss we've seen so far this level. All right, let's get this gold frog. Got him. And we got a bunch of kill after that, which is nice. We're gonna get these eggs. And we're gonna grab this chest. All right. Crit chance we can increase. I don't actually care for any of that. Wait, is this seriously the only 3? Okay, no. Head attack speed. More geographical events appear. We'll go with that. It ain't gonna hurt us. The events pretty much are only good. I don't think I've found an event where it's like, oh, might not want to touch that one. Okay, what are we going for now? I think laser. Get a nice Kamehameha ready for the boss. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, so far, this game, just the mix between the references and the comedy of it, plus the actual gameplay being fun, I think is wholly worth the price. And it is actually a lot more intricate than some Survivor-likes that cost much more than this, so... I mean, the wand-making mechanic alone, that is so cool to me. Alright, what do we got? Focus beam shoots laser directly at the 8 closest enemies, okay. Prismatic laser shoots a white laser at the nearest enemy. Each laser color range refracts differently, generating 5 colored lasers crossing the enemy. Interesting. Let's go with prismatic laser. That sounds weird, and therefore I want it. Okay. I just have rainbow power. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, now we're playing Indiana Jones. I don't like this. Can we go back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Indiana Jones is scarier. Did it go away? No, I'm just actually fast enough to run away from it. Okay, I actually really like this laser. It's kind of dope. The rainbow laser of doom. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, increases all damage dealt by 25%. We're taking that. We're taking that. Again, like I said, I'm focusing a little bit more on boss kill than necessarily horde clear. Although I think with the giant satellite, we're doing just fine on horde clear. Hey, shock zone. Interesting. I'm sad that that's the last one. Normally that's something I level quicker. Like, you guys know I like me some garlic in these kind of games, but... I don't know. It didn't feel Exodia enough to me. He doesn't have a shock zone. He has a I am the apocalypse incarnate. Oh, what do we got here? You got another pedestal. Okay. So I feel like each area has its own parts of these, because I've only gotten pedestals here in the castle. And they're different ones. They're for different things, but I don't actually actively know what they're for. Okay, what do we got? Continuous current. Shock zone becomes permanent. Okay, that's cool. Electric pulse. The electric zone expands rapidly, dealing 40 damage and knocking back enemies hit. Okay. Electric tension increases, causing 50 damage per sec. Oh! I'm some sort of super angry Pikachu now. This is anime-tastic. I'll take angry anime Pikachu. I don't know why I say anime Pikachu, like Pikachu isn't already anime. Alright, we have... Oh, and here's the cinematic. That's a big-ass frog. So this is your classic hallway fight, your classic corridor fight. It's nothing's too complicated or scary with it. Except you want to get out of the way when he does that. I've actually only fought this guy as Henzodia. Every time I'm in the castle level, I shoot for Henzodia. I don't know why. Yeah, and this boss fight, what's really hard is it has the same mechanic as all the hallways did, but there are guys in here who will make it even harder, along with the boss itself making it even harder. Alright, so we're just gonna keep focusing the boss, and I think he'll go away fairly quickly. Our satellite is taking care of all of the ads, satellite and the stars, so I am actually manually aiming now. It mostly aims my attacks and then the Henzodia beam, but I think yeah, the other stuff just goes for the nearest guys. I let that guy hurt me. I shouldn't have. Hold on, guys. I might have to shut up for a second and lock in, just to move around all these dudes. Alright, I said that, and then I kept talking the whole time. Anyways. Anyways. Yeah, see, even us in this form, we're taking quite a bit of damage to take this dude down. So, he's no joke. The bosses are definitely no joke. The stage after this, I cannot deal with the mini-boss there. Summons 3 ninja frogs that charge you repeatedly. I don't know who came up with it. You know, I don't know if it's supposed to be a reference to some other ninja amphibians that most people know about. But, I mean, knowing what this game has done so far, I'm guessing it is. Right? Like, I can't imagine it's not a reference. Oh, shh. I was about to end my own run by just being distracted. I was too busy thinking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Ninja Frogs? Teenage regular Ninja Frogs? They're not mutants. They deserve to live just like everybody else. Oh, and he's donezo. Alright. We came out of there as Henzodia, the Forbidden One. Anyways, we come back to the hub world. So I could even make a new one if I wanted, but yeah, see, these are what I was getting. It's these pedestals. I have no clue what this is for. You know what? If you already have been playing a bunch of this game and you know, let me know in the comments. Anyways, this has been Magic 2. This game is super awesome. Highly recommend it, especially for the price. If you enjoyed this video, a like and a subscribe would be very much so appreciated. I'm trying to grow the channel right now, and every little bit helps. Plus, that sub will let you know when my videos come out every day, when I go live, and it'll help me out greatly. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.